Well, the game day here at the Scotiabank Saddledome, the homestand rolls on to today. It is the San Jose Sharks in town. Walker Duehr stops by the desk, and maybe Walker, just kind of a thought on the mindset. I know that's a tough one in terms of loss in that spot against Vegas here on Thursday night, but kind of the regroup and how you guys have to have that kind of next day mentality at this point in the season.
Yeah, I think kind of like exactly what you said. You kind of got to flush the Vegas game and kind of move on to the game here with San Jose and try to put our best foot forward to try to get those 2 points because those are huge for us right now.
Just wanted to ask you about your line and sort of the opportunities and chances you guys generated throughout the course of that game. What did you make of the mix, and maybe just sort of what you guys thought you did well to generate some of that?
Yeah, I thought we kind of just played to our strengths. It was a north-south game, and we kind of just got pucks behind them and played with speed and just kind of played a direct game and was able to get on the forecheck, create some turnovers, and we were able to get the one there with Luch with a nice goal.
Is that really, when you're talking about that speed and just trying to make sure that you're not giving the opposition any space, especially in their defensive zone, trying to force those turnovers?
Yeah, I would say speed with the puck and speed without it are two huge parts of our line and being successful as a line. Is when we have it playing fast and being in straight lines, and same thing without the puck, playing in straight lines and getting on their two D-men quick, and if they move it up, just kind of reloading and getting over on top of their forwards too, creating turnovers.
Kind of a strange game in that you had 2 goals called back. I wondered what your perspective was coming up the ice and seeing no goalie in the net and what that sequence was like for you.
Yeah, it's something I can say I've never had happen before in a game or I don't think I've ever seen it. So yeah, I don't know. I remember Weeks gave it to me and everybody was yelling, screaming, shoot it. And I looked up and he was kind of in my face, the goalie was. I didn't know what was really going on.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I pushed around him and just shot it. And then we celebrated and we thought it was a good goal. And then we kind of watched back on the big screen and realized, but I wasn't sure why he was coming out of the net still with the net being off. But it was too bad I got called back. But it was a weird sequence for sure.
I was going to say, not very often you could look up and one of the first defenders you see is the goaltender by the bench. But something a little surprise.
Yeah, I'm just glad he didn't try to lay me out or something. That would have been crazy. But it was definitely something I've never had happen before.
Yeah, wild sequence. And then the other thing I wanted to ask you about was just sort of this stretch. I know we kind of get locked into the game-by-game thing, but if you kind of take, a wider view and a wider lens at, this stretch of hockey for you and the amount of NHL games and that experience, can you put into perspective sort of, what that learning experience is like and how much you're taking away, from a day-to-day basis just being in this league?
Yeah, I feel like I'm learning something new every day and just kind of growing as a player and as a person every day, just coming to the rink every day and trying to make myself better to, ultimately help the team get wins when I'm in the lineup. And, majority of my games I've been playing with 2 really good veterans. So like Luch and Lou have been huge for just my growth this year and just making me feel comfortable and helping me try to find success on the ice.
Trevor Lewis in particular, I know you've spent, quite a bit of time with him, whether it was, up the middle or maybe on the opposite wing, but just we hear so much about how, his details are so good on and off the ice. Is that, one of the big takeaways of a guy like him, just how sound he is in all areas of the professional game?
Yeah, everybody jokes about being a good pro and stuff and getting your recovery in, but that's Louis to a T. He's probably the first guy here every morning getting his body ready, and, it shows on the ice every night. You don't really ever find him having an off night, right? So he's always coming to work every night, and he's a really good role model for me.
Appreciate the time. Good luck here today against San Jose.
Yeah, thank you.